Hey guys, just a little update about where I'm at in Texas now. I bought a house, and it's been really crazy for me because this is like I'm a first-time home buyer. So let me just give you some ideas of what I've gone through to get to buy a home. What I needed to do, I needed to have good credit. I needed to have steady income. I needed to have I needed to good credit, steady income, and I definitely need. The reason why I bought this house is because it's near my job. So it's about 8 miles, 8 to 8.5 miles from my job, depending on what route that I take. So really grateful, and I needed a good job, steady income, good credit. I'm sorry. They needed to check all my previous income taxes from 2018 to 17. What else? I needed to have my typical license. Um, just a lot of paperwork. They needed to do a title search on the house so they can see if the home was owned by someone else. They needed an appraisal. I got an inspection done. Now the house is pretty good. It's not in great shape, but it's in reasonable shape that I myself can fix some things and take care of some things myself. Just hold on a second. Let me open this. This is the backyard. So it's I like it a lot. One of the main reasons why I like it's because it's just close to my job. I was driving 30 miles to and 30 miles back from my job. So this is gonna be like I don't even think I need to drive. I'm probably gonna get myself a bike. So it's not gonna be much of a pain in the butt to get to work, which is most important because that's one of my main sources of income. So, and I love my job, by the way. I think it's great. I'm so lucky, really lucky, and really grateful for this current situation that I'm in. It took a lot of work. It took a lot of um, patience, dedication. You know, because I could have never done that in New York City. I think, not that I think. I know that I've never could have done that in New York City. Like this house was what do you call it? Listed as $199,000, and I got it down to about 192,550. I'm sorry, and um, what else? I put down about 70, and my mortgage is about 1016 a month. So I'm very lucky to be here. I'm very lucky in my situation. This is Allen, Texas. This is I love this area. I was just around some really big, not that big, but it was like a moderate size. I'm sorry, but it was a beautiful shopping center. It had like a little pond and everything. It had like Christmas. It's just beautiful here. I really do like it. I'm really grateful. Um, I could have never done this in New York City. By the way, it's impossible. That's not gonna happen. Okay, not gonna happen. So that's also one of the main reasons why I moved here to get a job and buy a home. You know, and then now that I bought a home and I have a job and I'm close to my job, which is it took me so much planning and just envisioning and figuring it out, right? I mean, I could also take a bus to work. But I would have to ride my bike maybe like 4 miles south to Plano, and then take the 452 bus from Plano, and it'll leave me right in front of my job. So, I mean, it's pretty cool, and the way things are going right now in Dallas, Texas, are pretty optimistic because there's just so much business coming in here and building, and the businesses are building. All the major franchises, they're building, you know, their areas, and there's also townhomes and townhomes and apartment homes and apartment complexes being built at the same time. So that's going to attract middle income people, and they're just going to, it's just going to get more populated here. And I don't have a problem with that. You know, I come from New York. You look everywhere there. It's everywhere. There's just crap loads of people. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that New York City's incredibly expensive, so expensive that you will never. I mean, if I don't even know how people make it with a 50K annual salary. You know, I mean, obviously, if it's two people, then you're bringing in, but like, you gotta live with someone else, and yeah, nah, I'm all about doing my own things. So not that knocking, if that's what you do, you go for that and you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope everything works out. For me, I just like doing things on my own. I like my home being on my name. I like to do whatever the hell I want to do, and that's pretty much it. That's just how I live my life. So if I really love Allen, Texas. If you live around the area and you have any tips about owning homes, and this is like a starter home for me. So I'm learning really slowly what to do. I'm gonna get a soaker hose in a couple of days. I'm gonna schedule a termite inspector because there's no termites here, but I just want to be safe. Everything's pretty good. If you live around, the Plano, Dallas, McKinney area, Frisco, you have anything that you want me to know or that I should know as a homeowner, you just leave a comment on the bottom part on the comment section, and you just let me know anything, where the best restaurants are, where the best bars are at, where the best gyms are at, where the best bike trails. I've been running around Main Street or McDermott, I think. I've been running around here and checking out Allen High School. Allen High School is beautiful. They have a giant football stadium. It's not even and it's a high school. It's not even a college. It's a high school. I heard they spent like $60 million on their college football, on their high school football stadium. That's nuts. That's just so. There's plenty of money in Dallas, and there's plenty of money in Fort Worth. I think there's plenty of money in Texas. Just it's just growing incredibly, and it's growing at an incredibly fast rate. It's just you won't feel it. I don't feel it that much because I see it, but I don't feel it that much because the land is so far spread out that there's still empty little spots of land that are not covered by a shopping center, or they're not covered by a apartment complex or a townhome complex. So it's awesome here. I love it. I think it's great, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll do a video on what I did later. I think maybe I'll go into a little bit of detail of step by step of what I've done to get to this point from New York City. If you're from New York City and you want to get the hell out, I recommend it. You don't have to really come to Texas. You can go to friggin' Alaska for all I care. But if you really want to leave and New York City and try to get away from that whole atmosphere. And I understand New York City pays well, but you don't, in my humble opinion, from what I've seen, you get paid well, but you don't get to keep what you are making, all of it. You get to keep less. In Texas, what I've experienced so far, I get paid less, but I get to keep more, and I get to decide what I want to do with it. And I'm putting more in my bank account, in my savings and investments. Altogether, I'm putting more than before. A hell of a lot more. Jesus freaking Christ. It's almost getting me nervous because I don't want to spend this money. I want to use it for investing, for buying stuff for my home and stuff like that, So it's going to be a really cool learning experience, and I'm going to take it a step at a time. There's no rush. There's nobody rushing me, and I think it's great. So leave a comment in the comment section. That's pretty much it.